Welcome to my channel. Today we're diving into the motivational world of short stories, specifically one that dives deep into the power of resilience and strategic thinking. Our story revolves around an individual who transforms from being the target of mockery at work to becoming the very person who wields the power to shape the dynamics of his workplace. So let's dive right in. The air hung heavy with laughter, each snicker echoing like a sharp jab. As the boss read my report, his eyes, like two cold stars, scanned the document with a sneer playing on his lips. When he looked up, his gaze met mine. "Well, Alex," his voice dripped with sarcasm, "it seems our new employee has graced us with his presence. We can see that you've certainly been busy settling in." His words were a venomous cocktail of mockery and humiliation, leaving me exposed and ridiculed in front of my colleagues. Each of their faces was a study in amusement, their eyes twinkling with mirth. I could feel my cheeks burning, not with anger, but with shame. The weight of their expectant gazes bore down on me, amplifying the sting of my humiliation. I wanted to disappear, to melt into the floor and escape the suffocating pity and condescending laughter that threatened to consume me. In that moment, a storm brewed within me, a tempest of emotions threatening to break free. Yet I remained rooted in my chair, my face betraying none of the turmoil that raged within. My fists clenched, knuckles whitening as I battled the urge to lash out, to scream, to shatter the glass ceiling of their expectations. But amidst the cacophony of their laughter, a single question echoed in the quiet chambers of my heart. A question that served as both a battle cry and a lifeline. Why had they subjected me to this? What had I done to deserve this treatment? I had joined this company as an intern, eager to learn, to prove myself, but their reception was a stark contrast to my aspirations. They had made it clear that I was an outsider, a pawn in their intricate game, and I was the butt of their cruel jokes. Their leader, Mr. Williams, a man whose every word was law, had thrown me into the deep end without a life buoy. He had used my lack of experience as ammunition, as a weapon to belittle and berate me at every turn. Their tactics were as predictable as they were malicious. They assigned me menial tasks, hoping to crush my spirit. Each extra errand, each pointless assignment, was a brick in the wall they were building around me. A wall meant to keep me confined, to limit my growth within the company. I became the office gopher, the errand boy whose value was measured by the number of coffee cups I carried. But through the cracks in their wall, I saw an opportunity to learn, to grow, and ultimately to triumph. While they celebrated their small wins, boasting loudly about their victories, I listened intently. I absorbed everything they said, dissecting their conversations, piecing together the puzzle of their success. Each boast, each piece of gossip, was a clue leading me to the core of their operation, revealing the intricate gears that drove this machine of theirs. They talked openly about strategies, about risks and rewards, about the delicate balance of power that kept the company running smoothly. They reveled in their cleverness, unaware that every word was being etched into my memory, forming a roadmap to success in the language they understood. I spent my nights hunched over books, poring over industry reports, studying market trends and economic forecasts. Every free moment was an investment in my education, a step towards building the foundation of my own expertise. It was a slow burn, a gradual ascent, but with each passing day, I inched closer to the summit of their internal hierarchy. Armed with knowledge and fueled by resilience, I began to make moves. My ascent was steady, calculated, a stark contrast to their haphazard games. As I climbed higher, I extended a hand of support to others, helping them navigate the complex terrain of the corporate world. At first, my assistance was met with suspicion, then grudging acceptance, and finally, reluctant admiration. They noticed my progress, the meteoric rise that defied their expectations. Fear flickered in their eyes as they realized that the pawn they had so casually dismissed had become the very player they needed to beat the game. Years rolled by, transforming me from the mocked employee to a pivotal player in the company's game. My influence grew, shaping decisions, steering the company towards greater heights. The walls they had erected crumbled, replaced by a mutual respect born out of necessity and tinged with a hint of awe. One day I found myself seated at the very table where I had once been humiliated. The faces around me were a mix of familiarity and newness, yet their eyes held a different kind of respect. I was no longer the underdog. I was the top dog. As I sat there, orchestrating strategies, guiding the future of the company, a sense of quiet satisfaction washed over me. I hadn't shouted back. I had won by becoming the master of the game. In the language they understood best, the language of success, I had proven my worth. From the mocked employee to the master of the game. I had navigated the treacherous waters of office politics, emerging not just unscathed, but victorious. My journey was a testament to the power of perseverance, the beauty of strategic thinking, and the ultimate triumph of the human spirit. Now, if you've made it this far, it means you've not only enjoyed the story, but also share a common value with me, a passion for continuous improvement. This platform is dedicated to those who, like the character in our story, use challenges as stepping stones to greater success. We believe that every setback is a temporary pit in a long-term journey, and that resilience is the key to unlocking your true potential. Here's some interesting questions for you to ponder. How do you deal with moments of public humiliation or embarrassment? What strategies do you employ to navigate challenging work environments? And how do you transform setbacks or failures into opportunities for growth and learning? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Your experiences might resonate with someone else who's going through something similar. If you enjoyed today's story and want more content like this, please hit that subscribe button. Also, your support means the world to me. So if you can, please share this video with your friends and family. Every share helps spread positivity and great stories. On that note, I want to thank you all for being here. If you're still with me, write story in the comments. It's always amazing to see who sticks around till the end. Thank you for listening to my voice and sharing in the journey of this powerful story. Until next time, stay resilient, stay curious, and keep writing your own stories of success. Remember, you have the power to turn your experiences into triumphs. Don't ever stop believing in that.